Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about reporting store closures on Grubhub. On Grubhub, there are a couple different ways in which you can report a store as closed. And while one of them actually makes sense and the other one is a lot faster, it's a bit more convenient, but there are risks to it. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about reporting store closures on Grubhub, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. What do I do if this restaurant is closed? While restaurants may be closed for diners to dine in, many remain open for pickup, drive-through, and other special instruction delivery orders. That mainly describes fast food restaurants, usually 9 times out of 10 in America. When a store is closed, the store is closed. Carefully read pickup instructions. After arriving at a restaurant, check the pickup instructions on the Grubhub for Drivers app. The restaurant may have added specific instructions to help protect you and the restaurant staff. Sometimes they'll say you only use the drive-through if the lobby's closed or something like that. And you're mainly gonna run into issues like that in the late evening. Otherwise, during midday, there's gotta be a very specific reason. Use the drive-through when available. Many restaurants are moving to drive-through only, so skip the front door and let them know you're picking up a delivery order. That feels a little outdated. Now people are starting to open up their lobbies again, but some people just don't have the staffing to handle in person either, so it can go either way. Check for signs at the restaurant. Some restaurants are posting signs near their front entrance with special pickup instructions that may ask you to knock or call or use a different entrance. I feel like that's self-explanatory enough. Call the restaurant if you're not sure about the pickup instructions on the app. A quick call to the restaurant can help answer most of your questions. Yeah, actually speaking, one time I actually was about to pick up from this place, almost a collective of ghost kitchens, if that makes sense. The guy actually ran out for a bit and I had to call him. The phone number went straight to his cell phone and he said he had to run out for an emergency. So that is actually good advice. If the restaurant is closed, tap "There's a problem" at the bottom of the screen. You can do this from both the arrived screen as well as the got order screen. I would still hit arrive screen so that way they know that you did your part and arrived to the store. That's important to make sure you get compensated for actually getting there. The amount is dog water. It's like $1 or $2. I've never seen it more than $2, but it's money. Select restaurant is closed. Follow the on-screen instructions. Include a picture about the closure. The picture they show actually just shows the door and nothing else. They're gonna expect the sign itself to actually have store hours, like 11 to 9 or something like that. But some places don't actually have store hours, so that's when you're gonna have to contact support. Are you sure? Falsely marking the restaurant closed will hurt the restaurant and may result in your contract termination. That actually does happen. People have been deactivated for wrongfully marking stores as closed when they shouldn't have. And that's not just on Grubhub. That is a universal food delivery thing. Uber Lyft Phoenix got docked for marking a store as closed when he was making $1,700 and driving during the graveyard shift. They ended up keeping his money. It's really wrong that they do that. But here's the reality. If they want to get rid of you, they're just gonna get rid of you. Now, I do have a few side notes that I want to go over on this subject. Returning alcohol orders and store closures. In the event that you have an alcohol order and you deliver it to the customer and the customer is underage or you have to send it back to the store for whatever reason, and by the time you get back the store is closed, which is very rare but it does happen, contact support and see what you need to do from there. The last thing you want to be called out for is stealing alcohol, and that can end up getting you deactivated. Bundled orders and store closures. Let's say you actually have a bundled order or a stacked order or whatever they call it, and and you have one of the orders, or you even are trying to get to the second order, and you find out that the first or second delivery, the store itself is closed. You're gonna have to contact support. You don't have to worry about contract violations on that subject. The reality is that you're going to have to move a little quick in order to actually make up for lost time, you know? And if you unassign one, you're gonna unassign them both. You're better off just going through support in that rate. Unassigning an order is not having it canceled. So when you're trying to have an order canceled, it's not the same thing as unassigning or reassigning an order. It's not just saying, oh, the wait time is too long, or oh, I don't want this order anymore, so I'm just gonna unassign it, because what's gonna happen is that it's gonna go to the next schmuck, and they're gonna have to have the order canceled. Not to mention, you drove all the way there. Why shouldn't you get the money for that? Contacting support is recommended. I know I just walked you through how to actually do it within the app, but honestly, I still say just going through support is a better strategy, because it protects you at that point. You're talking to a person. That support agent had to contact the restaurant in order to confirm that the order needed to be canceled, as opposed to somebody taking a picture and they can't necessarily confirm that the store is closed or whatever, and that can actually risk deactivation, and then you're the next Uber Lyft Phoenix that loses $1,700. So do yourself a favor, contact support, don't deal with this nonsense, and let them fix the problem, so that way, at the end of the day, you're the one that's protected, because that's what really matters. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about reporting store closures that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody knows how to deal with reporting stores as closed safely, so that way we can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time.